So you're thinking about moving to Houston, and after all the research you do, you realize you want to move in West Houston, and you cannot make up your mind if you want to live in Sugar Land or if you want to live in Katy. In today's video, we are going to looking at Katy and Sugar Land and make some comparison that will help you guys make the best decision for you and your family. If you are new to this channel, my name is Done. I am a realtor here in the state of Texas. In this channel, it is where we take community tour. We talk about the good, the bad, the ugly of what it takes to live in Houston, Texas. If you have not subscribed, subscribe and follow, because I love it when I receive text message, email from people just like you who's thinking about relocated, regardless it is a month from now, 6 months from now, or 1 year from now. Let's talk about home affordability, because when you move to a new city, you're looking at home. So let's look at new construction, for example. In Katy, if you are in the low 400, high 300, you might be able to find a brand new home in Katy for that price point. But in Sugar Land, you will not find it. New construction in Sugar Land, you're looking at in the high 700, low 800 for a new construction. In terms of resales home, you will find the same budget you have for Katy. If you're looking at home in Sugar Land, you will find it. Those homes in Sugar Land are less desirable compared to Katy. So in terms of affordability, Katy is a lot more affordable than Sugar Land. Let's talk about school. Sugar Land and Katy has great school district. However, if you're looking at newer home in Katy, you might find it some of those homes have a higher score. And let's say you're looking at, for example, Katy, you're looking at Grand Lakes, Katy, Cinco Ranch High School. Those schools, year after year, they are giving results. But if you come into north of Katy, you're looking at high school, other school in north of Katy, those schools may not be up to par for your standard you want for your kids, which is kind of understandable. So it's the same thing for Sugar Land. When you go in the older subdivisions, you will find those schools in Sugar Land have a higher score. They are the best school district. But when you're looking at newer subdivisions, you might find it, okay, those schools, they are not up to par in Sugar Land. So both area has great school, and there is school that are more desirable than others. Let's talk about taxes. Taxes in Texas in general is high when it comes to property taxes. However, if you're looking at home in Sugar Land for older subdivision, you might find those homes have a lower taxes than Katy. Katy has higher tax. However, when it comes to new constructions, both area you will find the taxes in a 3.08, 3.9, and then you will find some of those subdivisions, especially the master plan community, they have too much tax. So when it comes to tax, both area has high taxes. You cannot run away from it. Let's talk about Commute. You are living in the 4th largest city. Of course, with the growth going on throughout Houston, Commute can be frustrated. It can give you a lot of stress. And if you are someone who has high blood pressure, believe me, it's good to have your little tablet next to you, because you have the mad driving in the morning, and then in the evening everybody try to get home. Some people, they'll cut you off if you not pay attention. So sometimes there is a lot of accident going on. But when it comes to Commute, if you are going to work downtown, you are going to the med center, Sugar Land might be the best area because of where Sugar Land is. But if you are going to Energy Corridor, Katy might be the best things for you. And something I always ask my client whenever you guys contact me, say you are relocating to Houston, and you looking at home, I always ask about, are you working from home? If you are going to be commuted, the reason why and that is precisely the reason why I ask, because I know nobody likes traffic. You do not want to sit for an hour and a half, 2 hours in traffic, morning and evening. It can be very stressed. So when I ask you about, okay, do you know which facility you will be working, this way we can looking at home in less than 20 miles. And sometimes we'll go 20 miles, but I'll say don't go over 15, because regardless of where you're traveling, it's always an hour away. You have to set your GPS for an hour away. That's just the way it is in Houston. When it comes to crime rate, there is crime in both areas. So I will say the best advice to go and read online.com and look at the crime. That's the best because there is crime everywhere, and we cannot judge one city by the other, because sometimes it might be these things happening here, this happening here, and then it's constantly changing. So it's best to looking at Crime Watch online and then rate online and see. Let's talk about Aminity and Shopping. When it comes to Aminity, you're looking at all the master plans community. Sugarland has a lot more in terms of shopping, because you have the First Colony Mall in Sugarland that cannot compete with Katy Mall. So in First Colony Mall you find all the stores, all the branding store, and then in Katy Mills Mall it's more like I consider Katy Mall to be like a discount type of mall. So here's the reason why, because I don't want you guys to comment to say, what do you mean discount mall? So let's say you are going to buy a Coach purse, for example. If you go to the First Colony Mall, you go to a Coach store, and then you go to Katy Mills Mall, the quality is not the same. So it's like Katy Mills is more like a flea market type of malls. Those stores are more like flea markets. So when you're looking at the materials, even though the stores has the same name, so those are like discount brand stores that is in Katy Mills. But when you go to First Colony Mall, it's totally different. The stores are, the item totally different. And the same thing if you were to travel to the Galleria Mall. So in the Galleria you got all those brand stores, you got Neiman Marcus and all those designer brand in the Galleria. So it's each area offers something different. But when it comes to Aminity and in terms of pools, in terms of playgrounds, in terms of walking trails, both Katy and Sugarland offer you a great variety. If you're looking at the restaurants, you will find more choices in Sugarland than Katy, but both area has great amenity, and in terms of entertainment you will find a lot of places to go from what you look your daily life, from what you are looking for. So in summary, what I will say is, it better for you to live in Sugarland than in Katy? It will all be depends on your need. So you're looking at your commute, you're looking at home price. If you are in a $400,000 budget home, you're looking at a home in Katy and you compare the home in Sugarland, you might say, okay, I find a better home in Katy. But when you're looking at the commute, for the travel, are you willing to commute just because you find a better home in Katy? And then in terms of quality of life, both areas offer you a great quality of life. So it's all come down to the commute and then your home price. So this is it for today, guys. In terms of comparison, feel free to comment. Let me know what you guys think. If there is something I did not cover, comment below and I'll be happy to answer to your questions. And thank you so much for staying until at the end of the video. Subscribe and follow. And until next time, bienvenue à Houston, Texas. Welcome to Houston. God bless. Bye-bye.